Hi guys, it's Mary again here. In this tutorial I have done before, I have made a worry worm and I've used a chain to do it. This time I'm actually going to do the worry worm and use the magic ring for anybody who's interested. This is the little guy here that I finished. As you can see, I've put the googly eyes on this one. Normally with the googly eyes, especially for small children, what I would do is the back of the googly eyes have, I'll show you this one, I have a googly eye here. The back of the googly eyes actually have a little piece of cardboard, if I can get it off, the back of it, just lift it to show you. And then it's a sticky back, so it actually sticks onto your work. But what I normally do is when I take the sticky off it, I normally have a glue gun, and then what I do is I get some glue gun onto a stick and I just smear it on the top of it, and then I put it on, peel this off, put the glue gun on that, and then I stick it onto my worry worm, purely because I don't want kids to actually swallow the eyes. For this one now I didn't, I just stuck them on so you could see it. So this is the one that was done with the magic ring, so I'm going to start with that. So for this I'm using double knit. I have a 5mm hook, I have my darning needle, and I have 2 googly eyes. Now you're obviously going to need your glue gun or something strong that will stick it on, and my scissors. So I'm going to start here by doing my magic ring. So I hold my yarn here, bring it around 3 fingers, cross it here. I'm not pulling it hard, and then I literally just catch it with my baby finger. So with this I always turn my hook this side upside down, so I'm able to put my hook underneath, grab the piece of yarn that's on top, turn it, bring it back over and bring it through. So that's your first, and then get your hand in the right position using your yarn. I always crochet around both sides of my magic ring, because it's easier than when I pull the long tail here to close it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first one, the one that I just did. I'm counting that as my first one, so I'm doing 2 chain, and then into this I will do probably 12 trebles. So what I'm doing is I'm working around, as you can see, I'm working around it. So you do yarn over into your circle, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2. So that's yarn over into your magic ring, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2. Now I just want to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not actually counting the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let me count that now again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, I'll do 12. Okay. Now at this stage, I get the tail of that's on the magic ring, pull it tight. Now you can actually take your hook out if you want it. It's easier to do it sometimes. Pull it very tight. Then put your hook back in. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to work the 3 that I've just done, the chain and the 2. I'm going to go into this one here, the one next to it, and I'm going to slip stitch into it and then wiggle it so it actually closes properly, so you can see it's seamless now. So I'm going to do, on this I'm going to do 25 chains. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now into the second one, from the hook. Obviously your hook is here, so this is 1, 2. I am going to do 3 half trebles just into the first one. I'm just doing half trebles. So the half treble is yarn over into your stitch, yarn over, bring it through, and yarn over, bring it through, all 3. Now every other one all along the chain here, I'm going to do trebles. So that's yarn over into your next chain, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2. So you're going to put 3, so that's the first one. This is the second one, and this is the third one. Okay, so you can see that you'll have a large, you have a larger ring here. So what you're going to do is yarn over and into the very next chain. Now as you work up, you'll notice that the chain beside is always going to be a little bit tighter, but you can adjust that yourself as you're going along. Just move your wool down. I'll just show you now. See the way this one here, you can just move the wool, so it'll give you a bit more space to get your hook into your magic ring. So you just do, or into your chain, so you just do your 3 trebles all the way along. Now if you wanted to do a very long one, it doesn't matter, you actually just go by how many chains you want to do. That determines the length of the twirly bit on the bottom. You can do it shorter, you can use a smaller hook, you can use different wool. Sometimes they're actually really nice in chenille wool, but just make sure you don't, it's not for a child that would put it into their mouth. So I just continue on doing the 3 into each chain. I actually like this colour wool. It's quite summery. I think we're having 3 seasons today here in one day. It's been sunny, cloudy and cold, windy, and we just had a downpour of torrential rain there. Now it's sunny again. So we're going back to do that's our second one. Sorry, just get my wool here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we haven't got too much more to go. And it does look like it's a bit messy, but when you're finished you can twirl it around your finger to make it curly. So that's the next one. Oops. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now into your last one here, I'm going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. I just want to show you with this one. I skipped one and I went in here and I slip stitched into this one. Now, if you want, you can slip stitch into the one that you started off originally. Oops, hang on, sorry. The tail decided to. Sorry about this. Get rid of that. The tail decided to catch there. Yeah, so you can actually go back into this one here if you want, just to show you that you'd have a different finish on it depending on yourself. So just get your, I always do my 2 chain when I'm finished. Sorry, I'll go back to there. So I've slip stitched, I do 2 chain, 1, 2, and then I grab my scissors, cut my yarn, and I use my hook to pull, grab my nail and pull down. Now you can see this one will give you a little bit more of a gap, but you can close that in when you're finished. So I'll just show you. You get your worry worm and you literally just twirl it around and around and around. I can be as messy as you want, don't worry about that. You can do it as tight as you want because it will just bring back to whatever it's comfortable with. Okay, so now I'll just get my darning needle here and I will just sew on this bit here. So you can just go catch this one here and just go into this one just to close the gap if you want to have it that it's not, obviously you don't want to have a big gap there, but it's just, it'll show you a different way of finishing it off. So just do that a few times, making sure when you insert the needle in, you're doing it in between, so it's not coming out on the far side, so it's going in between, and then just catch a few stitches and then bring it around. I like to just bring it around here, and where you've come out here you're going to go back in and around. So what I'm doing is I'm catching in between, so you can't see it on this side, so I'm actually going in between the stitch. So just bring it back, cut, so you can see now it is joined there. You can't actually see the gap that you had. Now the magic ring, you can pull that as tight as you want, and again you are going to sew in the tail. So you can see the wool is going around this way, the yarn, your yarn is coming from this side, so you're going to follow around with your yarn, working in between your stitches. Okay, go around nearly 3/4 of the way, and like you did before, where you've come out here, go over this stitch and then come back through and come into your stitches. It's just easier to finish it off that way, and you can give it a little tug, not too tight, cut down as close as you can. Now you're going to get your googly eyes. As I say before, you take the googly eye off. At this stage I'd smear a lot of glue onto my googly eye, and then I would place it on my worry worm. But as I don't have my glue gun beside me, I'm just taking off these just to show you. So you can use bigger googly eyes, smaller googly eyes, whatever you want. As you can see, these are 2 different size googly eyes, but they're both worry worms. So I hope you like this tutorial. If you do, please subscribe and share. I'd be really delighted to see you back here again. Take care. Bye.